humping. Ooh, what's up, everybody? Happy Hump Day. If you celebrate Hump Day. If you're a practitioner of the Hump Day. Let me know in the chat. Welcome back, everybody. This is Arts of the Round Table. My name is Mello, and that's so weird. I'm gonna have to move my timer. But anyway, it's Hump Day. Let's finish something that we started, shall we? So I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna remove this. Let's remove this. Yeah. All right. And we're gonna pick up where we left off on this piece here, because today I wanted to talk about finishing stuff that we've started. And I think that let me lock this thing in place. Why not? So I did this piece last week and then set it aside and did some other things and finished those. And I wanted to finish this, and I think I might switch to a graphite, a regular lead pencil, and not these blue lead pencil. We'll see. I was just kind of like losing. I was kind of like losing the image as I was drawing with the blue, and yeah, that's it, man. So make sure you guys say hello when you jump on. But I think we are good. Everything is on screen. Everything. Just moving stuff so that I can see chat on screen, things like that. All right, we're good here. We're good here. Move that, move that, move that. All right, let's get to it. If you remember this piece, the last time I was doing it, her head was further down. You could kind of see where I erased. Her eyes were here. So that's her nose and her mouth. But I wanted to change it. I wanted to emphasize the pain and the anguish that she's going through, kind of like the pain and anguish that we all go through on Wednesdays. And I was, where are you? Inspired by that amazing drawing by Mr. Brian Boland. I don't know why I had Gibbons in my head. Isn't that nice? So I'm not using that as a copy. What I'm using it for is just for attitude, for vibe. I do a lot of my artwork based on vibe and feels and impact and storytelling. So sometimes you got to look at a couple of different pictures just so that you can get the overall feel. All right, move that over. Sorry, guys. There's so much setup when you're doing this. Move my music. But I hope you guys are doing good. I hope the sun is shining on you today. Moving that. Apple Art. How are you? Apple Arts. Hail back at you. How you doing today? Happy Hump Day. If you are a practitioner of the Hump Day, if you celebrate Hump Day, I'm just gonna move some stuff around. I'm trying to, no matter how often or how I try to get ready, I'm never really all the way ready, even with the timer. All right. But yeah, today's Wednesday, May 27th, and it feels like a turning point. I have been doing a bunch of stuff, starting a bunch of stuff and not finishing, and I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Yeah, man, like I have a ton of stuff that I don't ever finish, artwork, and today I felt like it was going to be a perfect day to do that, finish something that I started. I may not finish this thing today, so no pressure, but I'll show you as we go some of the stuff that I've been working on, and my schedule is always a bit weird. And I'm always trying to be respectful of your time. Demoner554. I appreciate the subscription. Thank you, man. I hope you stick around for a bit. I am, I don't know if you guys are familiar with these characters. Who's cussing? Did I cuss? Judge Dredd. I see. He's just excited, bro. Or Bruette. People end up dropping the occasional sugar honey iced tea. I know I do. But if you guys aren't familiar, I am drawing characters from this book, from Judge Dredd. There's Dredd. That's Dredd. There's Judge Death. That's Judge Death. And the lady here writhing in pain is Judge Anderson. That lady giving you the... We've all had that face. Walking quietly in the middle of the night and we stub our toe. We don't want to scream out and wake up the family. So... But I'm not using that face for this drawing. I'm just using it as inspiration. I'm actually using a different face. And you guys let me know if you want to see that reference. I'll show you. I'll show you the reference. The hardest part to do stuff like this is trying to keep the figure feminine enough with these extreme expressions. Give me a second, guys. I am going to I'm gonna save that here. I'm just trying to make space in my workspace, and I'm gonna share with you guys the image that I'm using for reference for the face, just for her face. These other guys are more imagination, but I wanted to be I wanted to make sure that I got it right. All right, this one. I don't know who the actor is, if he is an actor. I don't know if it's a model. Look at that face. This is the face. This is the face I'm using. for her face. Oh, you guys may have to switch to the full desk shot. Let's see. I'm going to lock that there. You guys got to forgive me. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's no production crew. It's just your boy over here getting it done. All right, here we go. Now if I can only open the dang, minimize. Pop. But it's such an intense face. I appreciate it. And I really wanted to convey the amount of stress she's in. These comics are always so hyper intense. Exaggeratingly so, which was what makes them so humorous, but so absurd. His jaw is kind of like unhinged over here. And if this doesn't work, try something else. And it might not. What I like to do, like you there, you just noticed that I had a little trouble trying to get the teeth in there and everything set up right. And instead of, and it didn't really work out visually for me. So instead of stressing over it, erase it and go to another spot. I'm trying to soften that figure's his face so it'll work for the female character here. I may have to make that smaller. She doesn't look like a woman anymore, that face. This is probably going to be the biggest battle. But I don't want to focus too much on this type of stuff. This will. Right, let's see. Hey, Timma. Good to see you there. Thanks for swinging through. I'm falling apart here. I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm just trying to tie up loose ends, finish up pieces that I've started. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah. Um, this is going to be kind of a weird week to stream and do some work, so I'm trying to finish up some stuff before. I didn't want to start something and leave it halfway, which some artists like myself tend to do. I'm trying to do as much drawing as possible before I start taking another break to do some painting. Trying to add some intensity to this piece here. I'm trying to hear. Alright, I might end up switching to my new pencils here. See, there you go. Yeah, and I've been having a ton of fun just moving on, but there's a bunch of stuff that I didn't want to just start, especially when it comes down to painting. I think it's a little bit easier to leave drawings. So, oh, there you go. How you doing, K-pop? You just finished a piece last night that you started 3 years ago. That is amazing. I have some unfinished pieces that I don't think I'll ever revisit, but that's what's up. That must have felt amazing. I hope. Is that right? K-pop says, you have a full stack. You like to get like 90% finished with the line art and then toss it aside. Yeah. I think the problem I have is I end up having a ton of ideas, and I'll start a few, or I'll try to write them down. I'll try to get it into them, and then I don't, or I'll start something else. You have to strike when you get those enthusiastic ideas. And this piece, although I started it with some type of a like this whole study mentality, it started becoming unfun, so. That'll be dope. And you can't go wrong with subbing to Watercolor by McCraw. Amazing, amazing artist and painter and artist. I'm trying to work on textures. See, that's cool. Yeah, so I don't very often. I've been doing it more lately, working on sketchbooks and jotting down ideas and trying to get certain things, my practices in there. I used to just do them on regular paper and then throw them away, which is just terrible. Nova Draws. Nova Draws Comics. How are you? What up, what up? Telling everybody happy hump day. If you are celebratory, if you celebrate and recognize hump day, hit that like. Let me know in the chat. Mike. One thing that I felt that was messing with me creatively and emotionally, right, is that I was putting so much onus on a single drawing and not allowing to learn. It's like, oh, I'm going to not allowing to learn as I go. There's a piece I have there of Battlestar Barbarian that I was making myself afraid to ink it because I didn't know, or I'm not too comfortable inking brick and mortar. So I was gonna do this whole spiel about inking with pencil or whatever just so I get comfortable, and I was looking at it like I want to ink it, so the heck, get some reference and do it. Figure it out. So that's what I want to do. But I wanted to finish this one too. Yeah, it's terrible. And a lot of the building this channel, one of the things that I really wanted to do is no gatekeeping, show as much as the process as possible, share as much as possible, and a lot of art is sharing thoughts and sharing why you did it, why this makes you feel that way, why this image may or may not be powerful or whatever, and failures. We're so drawn to the perfect image, the perfect painting, the perfect this, that, and the other, and I fall in that all the time. C-word. Seward? Seward. Seward. How are you? Oh, I appreciate that, Tama. Thank you. He is good. Good. Just have fun, even if in the sake of learning. That's something that I've been trying to really embrace. I've been trying to embrace a lot of different things this year. I am a full believer of having multiple goals, small goals, and then a nice big one. Big one. And building the channel, learning, and not I don't know if I would say teaching, sharing more than teaching. Even though some people may say they're one and the same. I think teaching gives the impression that, oh, it's my way. This is my way and it should be done. Nope. Nope. That's so cool. Worth of Sketchbox is from 6 years ago. Sketchbox is the subscription? Is that what you're talking about? Or your own sketches? I'm just gonna embiggen his gun. Yeah. I I pretended to clean my room today, and all I ended up doing was moving partially finished sketch pads. Oh, I should use this paper, and I set it aside, and then I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be able to use that until a week from now, so I put it back. I have a ton of pencils, and I went and I bought 6 more new ones. I just bought a wet palette because my gouache paints, my room, you could probably hear my fan oscillating around me, is pretty dry or warm. So I thought that one might help. And then I'm like, well, I'm not going to paint anytime soon. Maybe next week. But it'll be waiting for me. See you later, Tim. I appreciate you. I appreciate you always. Those are nice. You mean the pencils? This is the woodless graphite pencil. I bought a set. HB2B 468 and double E, whatever double E stands for. I bought a pencil sharpener for my... Well, what am I thinking about? For my mechanical pencils. I think for every piece of equipment that I buy, I lose a bit of my memory. I just bought some gouache paints, some Winsor Newton. I still have my Hemi, still have my Arteza. And then I went and found my Holbein. That's how much I've used these. The size makes them feel expensive, and I have to get out of that mindset also. I bought these tools to be used, and I'm not using them, and it's kind of annoying. But I tell you what, I'm never bored. Never bored. I'm just always trying to figure out what to draw, though. So I'm glad I didn't start something new, which I wanted to, and try to finish this. All right, his hand is in. Here's a tip for artists that want to make their work look really detailed and full of all this, that, and the other. Just go right over your sketchy lines. Your line building lines, if that makes sense. If that characterization of what I mean makes sense. I'm peeking at some of the artwork so I can see his suit. Even hers. They all have the same uniform, so. One of the things I had to work on in my artwork is giving things three-dimensionality. It's hard enough, right, that we're drawing in a 2D space. Just adding curves. Add them curves. I forgot to draw the other part of his hand. Hands 47. You like to watch the early, Hands, it is 3, almost 4 in the afternoon where I am, so I'm curious what time it is where you are watching. Because I usually do a morning stream, my time at around 9 a.m., 9:30. Yeah, he is something else. K-pop. his design is so simple, but it is something else, man. And that's the best designs, aren't it? Isn't it the? It's just a weird. I don't even know what to call them. Hands at 7:40 in New Zealand. Well, welcome from New Zealand, huh? My family's always threatening to move down there. Well, Mr. Hands 47. If this is usually the time I'm on a regular basis. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. K-pop, exactly. That is why whoever did the Batman Who Left, he didn't just steal it; he stole it. That is so blatant. I haven't read any of the storyline actually. You want to drop some spoilers? Is the Batman who is underneath that mask? It's not Bruce from a different dimension, is it? All right. Judge Death? Yeah. Do you think they'll ever have the beans to adapt a Judge Death story? It's kind of pretty. It's not. It wouldn't be difficult. The story isn't very straightforward. Hands, I appreciate it. Thank you. Honestly, I think I don't know what's going on, and I'm not even complaining. Um, YouTube's algorithm has been pumping my live streams and videos away from the States. And it's really freaking cool to speak to and communicate with people on the other side of the world. It really is kind of cool. So thank you. You're welcome. I think you think they're working on a new one. Series? Look at Siri. Not you, Siri. Series. I think I loved the Carl Urban. I was just talking about it the other day. Carl Urban Judge Dredd movie. I think that the The slow-mo was gimmicky, but it looked amazing, so that's cool. I'm sorry. Croacus. Welcome and thank you. I'm gonna have to sharpen my pencil here. Oh, an Amazon series. Ooh. Yeah, and I think it suffered, the Carl Urban Dread movie suffered more because of its similarities to The Raid. Croacus, yes, this is a woodless graphite pencil. They're so I don't even know the proper way to say it, but this is called according to them, a woodless graphite, not graphite, graphite pencil. So there you go. No spell check here. They're supposed to be doing something with the Urban one, either a new movie or series. I know that he's been championing for a movie. He should. The graphite is dirtying up my page a lot, but that's okay. I probably should have stayed with the HB. Now let's give you guys what you came here for. Let's draw this grizzled dread face. I'm still kind of figuring out what to do though. These are nice. You have some that you put in a holder, so I have a better grip. Yeah, these have a lacquer finish, so you don't get too much on your finger. You kind of see it. And I have a holder here ready, but I'm surprised really that I didn't put it in my foam holder. 1 second, guys. Dying. I think I was expecting to be moving through the lead weights more often, which is why I didn't put my foam holder. If you guys are constant drawing and you grip your pencil really hard, you'll get this. I don't mean to stick my middle finger at you. This writer's bump, or art. In my case, the artist bump. I use these foam grips, or you can use the where is it? These cute. I got a ton of these little handles. These aren't too bad, but I use these bigger ones here. It promotes using a lighter grip. You can roll. It'll probably be better with a brush because you'll be able to roll the bristles of the brush a bit. But it is what it is. Let's see how we do. And it doesn't promotes you not breaking the lead so often. It takes a bit to get used to, no doubt. But I rather go through a bit of a learning curve to protect my money makers than anything else. Okay. When I was first drawing this a couple days ago, I couldn't remember the name of his gun, and Linkus Art, who was watching, I think she said it was the Lawgiver, but I thought that was the name of his motorcycle, but now I can't remember either. I need to see his helmet. A part of me just wanted to go ahead and start inking this, even as incomplete as the drawing was. But then I just wanted to draw a bit more. This is my comfort zone. No matter all the different types of mistakes. This is absolutely my comfort zone. I was having a hard time coming up with where to put Death's left hand. I didn't know if I wanted to have him cup his head, because he's already cupping Anderson's, which is a little difficult to see. I'm going to have to do something in the rendering to make that work, but I guess we'll figure that when we get there. Nah, I won't block the helmet. The helmet's too iconic to block. Yeah, the hands are dope. Did I show you my hand model K-pop? This bad boy. It's pretty well articulated. You could get some really great angles and assists. It has nails, so you can is it Lee press-ons? Maybe I should try something. See if I can figure it out. Yeah, I'll put you right here for now. But I wasn't too sure how I was gonna do the hands. Maybe have it up here. Because I want him mocking. Mocking Dread. Hands 47. I thought you might like that. Yeah, I'll put them here so that for inspiration. I used it yesterday. I used that same hand for this hand study, and then I was actually going to try to work on this today, but I'm like, it's pretty much done. I sprayed it with fixative. It's ready to go. The next thing I got to do is just put some gesso and some do a wash. Let me just unscrew this thing here. Come on now. But yeah, this thing is great. I used it for my David. My David picking up the stone. It actually looks like he's putting a tee down, like he's about to head it off the tee. But yeah, same model. And I put my foam ball in there, just for reference. Let me see if I can be. I love hands and eyes. I'll put that away. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna steal his shading here for here. Ow. And the iconic lighting. You should always add a bit of spittle. I think Judge Dredd is a spittle type of dude. It's gonna be in red. All right. What tools do I use to ink? Yeah, I'll show you. If I want to do something quick, like I did a study, I'm trying to work on extreme perspectives. I'm trying to do a David and Goliath. That's why I did the David hand. I wanted to do. Let me just stop this for a second. I want to do a David and Goliath. So I was working on ink. Where are you? So I did this piece just to try to get the extreme perspective of being in a worm's eye view. That's David here. For that piece, I use Pentel brushes. They're quick and easy. This one, unfortunately, I know for a fact is not waterproof, but that doesn't bother me, and I'll show you in a second why. But yeah, this thing, I love this thing. It gives great. Do I got anything in here? You can do some really good line weight, pretty easy. You can get nice points. And I am a pull towards me type of guy, so I can get pretty nice tapered lines towards me. These are one of my favorite. This one actually has jumped up in my favorite list. But let's say I want to take a while. If I want to feel a little froggy and get make it look professional, I use this. And I've only used it maybe once or twice. These two here are the bread and butter of my inking tools. These are the Winsor Newton Series 7 sable brushes. These damn things are so expensive, but it may look a little frayed there, right? A little bit of water, moisture, give it a second. Right? Comes to a beautiful point. And once you start inking, it stays that way. And even though it's a little broad there, I can get some really, really fine lines. But yeah, so this is usually, if I want to sit down and take my sweet old time, I'm using the Winsor Newton brushes. It's so expensive though. They really are. These are the only ones I can afford. The smaller sizes. This is a number 2 and a number 3. That's my dog sneezing. A number 2 and number 3. Their prices go up exponentially. And I, as a not necessarily a frugal artist, and I'll show you why. Look at all this dumb crap I got around me. It's just for a young artist or starving artist, the cost of these Winsor Newton brushes, it's just too much. It really is. And I've been looking for alternatives. And I know I'll never find one. Not anytime soon. But for me, the cheapest and one of the best tools to compete with it, in my opinion, are these Pentel brush pens. You might be wondering, well, that might get expensive because you would have to replace these. Negative. Just let one finish. Let it dry out. You can pop these out. You can wash the reservoir, which I have done. And if you stick around and hang out for a while, I will show you how to do it in another video. But they're all basically the same. You remove that cap, and you can put in your own ink. So on some of these, If they're really dirty, it's because I've done it already. This one's dry. I can pop out. Is it dry? Yep. Pop out that reservoir, and I add my own India ink. I've added Doc Martens India ink. I've added some Japanese ink, which probably was a mistake. you might want to. These are so inexpensive that type of mistake doesn't make me go and scream into a pillow. It just makes me go, well, don't use that again. These have been my inks of choice. I've done a ton of artwork. Doc Martens, I'm sorry if it's blurry, but Doc Martens Bombay Black is my jam. So much so, I got 2 of them. They're the same. And I've mixed. When you start inking stuff, it gets good to you. You want to keep doing. This doesn't really hold much ink. I went ahead and bought some of this. This is more calligraphy ink. It's very earthy. It smells. People swear by it. It's okay. I would really like an ink that is pure black. I don't mind washes, but I would rather do something that's pure black. These Bombays do the trick. This one's not too bad. It smells. For me, it's a little bit too much, so I've actually mixed these together. I have some of this inside here. But one of these... Okay, they're still good. They do get a little dry and chunky in there. Like that. You see how chunky that... there's a mix in here that just did not agree with it. So I don't use that. I haven't used these that often because I've moved to this, and when this wasn't working the way I wanted it to work anymore, I went with the New York Art Supply, and this has been good, and this has been less expensive than all of these, and I haven't used much of it. What I did notice in these more than one coat, I'm going to show you something 1 second. Okay. So, all of these here was with the brush pens that Goliath brush pen. I was sitting down. What was we watching? We're watching a series called Band of Brothers. I'm messing with that. Where are you? This ink over top was India ink, but the rest of it is gouache. Is that it? Yeah. Leia Suarez, thank you. Nice drawings I have here. Thanks. I like that font. How was you able to change the font? So, this is the New York India ink. Sorry, you have to say New York Central. Excuse me. You got to say it like that. I read it somewhere that you had to. So, I used it for this, and you see, maybe it could be the paper. It is what it is. But I had to do a few. I did one coat just to get the shapes in there, and then I went and used a flat brush with the black ink. And even then, again, it could be the paper, but even then it didn't have such a, you know what I'm saying? If it's New York Central ink, it needs to have that oomph, and it didn't have it for me. I'm still going to use the hell out of it. I paid for it. I'm going to use all of them. And then it happens, right? You don't ink as often. So. I'm not butt dialing. That's funny. I'm streaming. My boys like, yeah, you butt dialing me. I'm not butt dialing you. You butt dialing me. On a hump day. So yeah. So I wouldn't use these inks when I'm gonna paint because they run, and I use gesso and I spray and they expand and everything like that. But I might use it to ink this blade Spawn. I don't know if you guys can see that. I've had this for several months. February, 3 months ago, I finished this. I will be inking this soon enough. I'm gonna be inking this. I can't wait to ink this one though. So this is the piece that has delayed me and made me push back. That made me push back on what I was gonna do. I got nervous about. Well, I am not too comfortable inking for rock textures and things like that. I could do this other stuff pretty simple. I shouldn't say pretty simple, but I've done them enough that I can do it comfortably. So using the graphite pencils, I started just kind of to ink while penciling, and then I got about there and I'm like, I'm just gonna ink it and get out of this fear that I'm gonna mess it up or whatever. I could always print it out. It was such a stupid thing to think. But I might keep doing that. It looks pretty good. So those are the current pieces that I'm working on. This was I can't wait to do this one actually. And then this one was the latest. I paused on it. Hey, Lee Suarez and Hans, I appreciate the compliments. Thank you for thanking me, but thank you for the compliments. Oh, look at it, I messed it up. But something like this, I'll probably use this pen, and when it dries out, I'll just fill it up with the New York. I can't stop. The New York. It really does look good, even though this is not waterproof. The flow is beautiful in there. It's just one of my favorite pens right now. If I can fix the other ones to flow smoother, then I will. But yeah, you can get some really good shading and just. I don't have any other. I could probably ink this here. Maybe I'll do that one day just while we're hanging out. Where was I? Here we go. I draw better than you. Do you guys draw? Do you guys show your artwork online or anything like that? like moving in here. But yeah, can't wait. Cannot wait. Let's see here. Well, Hans, more importantly, thank you for swinging and hanging with me. I appreciate you. Yeah, just hit the notification bell. I'm pretty consistent on my times. It's either going to be 9 a.m. my time and then 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So you should be able to catch me on one of those. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're getting back to drawing. And have a wonderful, fantastic rest of your day. God bless you. Love you. Mean it. That doesn't make sense here. That little chink, right? That chink in the fence, the chain. What the hell? I'm gonna have to make his badge bigger. Link is you're never late. You arrive exactly when you mean to. Oh, what a nerd. What a nerd am I. Oh, brother. But welcome. Leah Suarez is in love. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. So yeah, today was just supposed to be kind of like finishing what we started. I didn't want to start another project, even though that's exactly what I want to do. But I didn't want to start one just yet, simply because my stream schedule is going to be weird. I'm going to be off tomorrow. I'm going to be out. He has a pouch up here. But I will be back on Friday. And figured that this was going to be the safest thing to do. Just try to draw something, get it out of my head, and get it ready to ink or do something else on it. Which, as I am drawing it, I'm making my lines ink friendly, and just giving myself enough leeway to be creative and loose, like that right here. That line means nothing. because his suit is basically black. It's the last day for Leah Suarez. Last day of school. My last day of school was in the year 2000. So, congratulations. It doesn't seem safe. What do you mean? Oh, it was in '92. That's all right. Yeah, I graduated high school in '97, and then I did my associates a few years after, and ran out of that place. No, not playing the drawing. Some of the lines I'm doing is ink friendly, ink safe. I'm trying to be a little bit looser so that I can just go in here and just. I think I feel like I'm gonna play a bit more with the ink this time around. I was working on. I just showed a Goliath that I was inking yesterday. And it just kind of encouraged me to just get on the inks. There's certain pieces here that I'm trying to be a bit more detailed. All right, so I won't play that part and be like, oh yeah, this is just willy nilly. But there's stuff here where I can be a bit more chaotic and creative when it comes to the ink. Luis Suarez, thank you for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. And thank you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. God bless you. Love you, mean it. Take care of your mama. Be nice to your mama. Oh, yeah. 9-hour day yesterday, huh, Link? Oh, I didn't record the Samson one. Not Samson. The Goliath one. I was doing while watching TV. Here, I'll show you. But I was just messing with this Pentel brush pen. I am trying to do a David and Goliath Varonair 5980. It's good to see you. I'm having a fantastic day. I hope you're having an awesome day yourself. So I was messing with this brush pen while I was drawing, while I was inking over my drawing of Goliath. I'm trying to do composition studies, and I'm trying to work on perspectives, having low perspectives to maybe skyscraper style. Worm's eye view. What up, Sabo? All the cool kids are coming on. Ooh, your boy's hungry. Alright, let's see if we can get sharpen this pencil. Sharp enough. Oh, K-pop. I don't know if K-pop's still on, but we was talking about the Batman Who Laughs, how it stole the design of Judge Death here. And as I was looking at his mouth, the mouth of Sauron in The Return of the King, somebody stole something. You have started drawing the Ritual movie monster. The Ritual. I don't know if I'm familiar with that movie monster. No, Baron, I haven't. I've stayed away from horror movies for quite some time. I used to watch a lot of horror movies, a little too much for someone my age when I was watching them. But it was the era of the VHS, man, and I was a latchkey kid. So, um, yeah. That's funny though. You said me either. Do the foams? Yes. They work for me. They took a bit to get used to these foam pieces. They do help. They help protect your pencil. If you're a push the lead down real hard type of artist, yes, it'll help. It helps with feathering, and you can tell for years I used to not do it. And if you're like me, you probably have this artist bump on your finger, like I do. It's kind of gross. It'll never go away, but this does help prevent that. It helps you keep your tools on your fingertips, which some artists, they say that is the best way, even when inking. The best way is to, even with inking with a brush. But I just started using these earlier this year, and they have been really helpful. Not too much pressure on the hands or the wrists, because you're not squeezing it. A while ago, the reason I put it on my brush, you have a bump on your head. I was inking. What was I inking? Oh, I was inking my Dick Tracy painting, and I was working on his head. One of the villains, Big Boy Capri. The face must have been almost the same size of this Judge Dredd. Inking, and I didn't realize how tight I was holding the brush, that not just the bump, there was a full divot on my finger. I said, the heck with that, so I threw this on. The good thing is that even if you don't hold on to the foam, you're kind of forced to use it back here. And with that balance being so far back, you can't really hold the pencil tight. You would still have to use it at its end. It takes a bit when you're using brushes. I don't use it with my paint brushes because I don't hold my paintbrushes that tightly, or on my pentels. But I do on my pencils, on my mechanical pencils. And they were inexpensive. I think I bought like a pack of 10 of these foams. If you're interested, you let me know. I'll send you the link to them. I don't have any affiliation or endorsement off of them, of course. Foam people, whoever you are, hook me up. I can't remember your name. Maybe if you hook me up, I'll remember your name. Start doing AI ads. Have you guys noticed? I hate that it's become such a thing, a constant. All of the AI actor ads for everything, for health, for your gutters, for casinos. I'm getting xenomorph vibes with these teeths. But yeah, if you're interested, let me know. I'll send you the link, or I'll even put the link up on the chat there. Like I said, we have to protect our money makers. I think I'm gonna have tangents with that gun. I wonder if maybe I can make some smoke here. As if he just shot. I don't know. We shall see. Yeah, man, Sabo, when you use compression gloves, like these aren't compression sleeves, there really is no support in any of this. It has this foam here that does nothing. All it does really is smudge my pages more. You got to take care of your money makers, man. Soak them. Epsom salt. I don't know. You gotta. You gotta. Bernier says, I have recently come across John Giraud. Oh yeah, John Giraud's artwork. He's your favorite artist now? I may be like him one day. You know what, my friend? That is a amazing place to aspire to. John Giraud, or Mobius to some. Absolute amazing artist. And I don't have any of his stuff. Fever Dreams? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I really am surprised I don't have any. That's a good thing right now. I have been, to the chagrin of everyone in my home and my office, I have been getting way too many art books. Sabo, I got a book coming from one of your favorite artists. Do I believe in art styles? Do I believe in art styles? That's an interesting question, because there is a thing as art styles that are distinctive to specific artists. Giraud being one of them. His art style is so unique that once people start saying Mobius-like, don't they? Oh yeah. I think it's harder for comic book artists in a sense. I think because because of the medium. But the one thing that separated Giraud is that his books were freaking weird. No, I'm just kidding. So you don't believe in art styles? I would be more curious who inspired Juro. I think that's different. Maybe. I don't know. Who is? Oh, I'm not gonna tell you until I get it. Sorry, Sabo, I'm not gonna tell you nothing. That's the tease. You have to hit that like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for my next video. No, dude, how can I do that to my homie? One of the most loyal viewers. We're gonna have the Saboteur Hour. No, I appreciate you always. It's DC. I think DC did it. No, Marvel. It's a Marvel book. The Nam. Man, my influences lately have been really weird. I've been buying books. Before I tell you who it is, right? I have to build it up. I've been buying books based more on the artist so that I can study. Because I've been breaking down compositions and even story beats for my own in the future. Of artists that I've missed and artists that I've appreciated. And anyway, you guys already know this. Is Michael Golden. The Nam. I think it's volume 1. What am I missing? Oh yeah, this is her armors here. And I have not his art book, but it's just the Nam collection. And because I ended up picking up the G.I. Joe Omnibus. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But there is one coming out in September for Sergeant Rock, the Kubert stuff. I think all I have to worry about here is light direction. All right, Veronier says, first he asks, do you believe in art styles? And he says, you don't. Then they say, every artist can illustrate their own art in their own styles. But that just answers your own question. But I think styles in art never be certain to one you know. I don't know if I understand that second part. I think styles in art never be certain to one you know. Every artist can illustrate their own art in their own style, but I think styles in art never be certain to one you know. You may have to rewrite that because it's going over my coconut. The Omer Glitch says, hello. What's up, brother? Just getting my Judge Dredd on before I dip. Omer's on the vertical. Sebo, he's avoiding you. He loves this Barbarian movie. The last movie that was called Barbarian, about the people in the cellar. No, all the cats on the they got places to go and doing stuff. They hanging out with me in the vertical, and then the ones stuck on their computers. Hey, you watch from your phone. You're hanging out. You with the cool kids. All right, that's gonna be white, black, black. It's about the barbarian. Yeah, she's in the. Wait. Is it the one of the girl in the basement? And she feeds Justin Long? I love that scene. That scene was so. I knew it was coming, man. If this the same movie, that's the guy that is directing or directed the new Resident Evil movie, which looks great. Oh, it's a Tubi movie? Omer, what's he talking about, bro? Your boy Sabo over here. His hand. Can we wing his hand? You can tell I'm getting tired from this drawing. Amazons of the Temple Barbarians. That's hilarious. I love the title already. Styles can be changed to one another, so it's art too, but it's, to me, is weird to assume the certainty in it. Ah, I get you. Werner, art styles are fluid, man. This is something that I was talking yesterday with an artist by the name of Ike, from Ike Keys Design, his website. And we was talking about some advice that another YouTuber was giving young artists about being strict to a niche and strict to a art style. And the argument, not even an argument, but the discussion we was having is that YouTuber, that artist, was he's giving advice to YouTube artists, and we were saying that we are not like Omer here and Saboteur on the other side and Linkos and K-pop and all you cats. We are not YouTube artists. We are artists that are on YouTube. It's a big difference. To me, there is that difference. So finding a niche and finding and stick to it and all this, that, and the other, even though there's a ton of it, I don't think that's who we are. But it's giving that to an artist is very limiting. So I didn't agree with the advice, because I wouldn't do that. And that only because it's held me back, not because I'm a pretentious art goober. It's because that style of thinking has held me back for a long time. So that's all. And your conversation about art or art styles is fluid because of real artists. And one of the examples I mentioned is that if that was the case, you give that advice to a young artist about sticking to one niche and sticking to this, that, and the other, then they'll never understand why Picasso went from drawing realistic portraits to cubism. You won't understand why Van Gogh went from realistic pictures and paintings to expressionism if they would have just stuck to that niche. So, I understand what you mean. But if they got stuck to that niche, we would have never known those names. They would have just been in a list of amazing painters. Like on YouTube or any other platform, people often use words like different art styles, but there is none to begin with. They're just assuming the art that way, but it is not certain. Well, it's tough because we didn't invent it. You are the only thing I believe is when you're young and you start doing it. That is the most original art that you're ever going to create. The scribbles, that is the only original art you're ever going to create in that sense, where there is no style. You're drawing what you see. That's why we all draw our families the way we do. Big old scratchy hair and all that stuff. Homer says, I make as much content as possible. I hope my audience finds me. Just make as much art as possible. It is numbers game as far as I'm concerned. Flood them and let them know. Flood the market. Yeah, Homer, but you're not a stagnant artist, and not just because you do a ton of art. You do pencils, you do inks, you do watercolor, you do acrylic. That's what I'm talking about. If you were just to do, and I think that appeals to your audience. I mean, that you can show the whole process. That's also why you make your gnarly ass block sausage hands. There you go, Sabo. I think that's the appeal to the audience that follow us. I think it's because if they watch a video of mine and you love to play, yeah, man. Look at we live in a giant sandbox. That's the complaint. We don't complain. Is that I lost my train of thought. All I know is that those that follow me or those that watch, I greatly appreciate. And you're going to be able to see pencil. You're going to see me mess up. You're going to see me ink. You're going to see me mess up. You're going to see me paint. You're going to see me mess up. Yeah. You watch every art style and try them all? Yeah, absolutely. I've tried. He said, "Come over here." No, it's yeah. Like there's a like David Finch. I have tried to watch his I don't know why I'm doing all this shading if it's just gonna go black. How to draw texture videos. But they really are just for him. And I don't want to be like that kid. What's the kid? I forget his name. He's a really popular YouTube artist, Asian kid that basically cribbed David Finch's art style. Never gives him any credit though. That's a rough face. And it's all a mixture. It's all a mixture of what we do. All our influences. I do a lot of underbite superheroes because of Bruce Timm and the way he did the Batman animated series. And I'm sure he got it from other people. I'll have to mess with that. I didn't want to say no names. I didn't want to say no names. There's another artist that at least he said it, and he's an amazing. I don't know who he's cribbing off of right now. But Dr. Rocker. There was a point that he was like trying to draw. He even said I'm trying to draw like David Finch for a year. His stuff came out amazing, but it was his style. He's a tattoo artist. I think he was a tattoo artist, and by default, that was his style. And it worked amazing. I don't know if that smoke works. Why not make it just a gunshot? Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I love David Finch's artwork, but it's so inherently David Finch's artwork. He's a great teacher, though. He has patience for it in his videos, and he works really freaking fast. I don't know how he can do it. Omar, you have a fantastic rest of your day. You jumping onto your stream, dude. I'm out of here in a few minutes. You're gonna see me say what's up to you, guys. And the rest of you guys, if you want some acid in your brains, make sure you jump onto Omar's stream later on today or right now. If I am the solve, he's the acid for you. Both good for you. For a balanced diet. If y'all like Bruce, Shane Gillis? Who's Shane Gillis? Oh, is that that's the comedian, right? Yeah. I'm using a scale? What are you talking about? What is it? What? No, my friend. Oh, if I like Bruce Timm, I'll like the Glynis. The name sounds familiar. I must have seen some of his work. Lady Midnight, hello. Thank you, Linkus. Link. I have to get it. Linkus Arts. Thank you. I'm stealing this dude. I'm stealing this gun right here. I love that, the way that looks. So I'm gonna steal it. Oh, you refer to the ruler as a scale? Oh, brother. If that's the case, I have a collection of rulers. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Yeah, Tim and Glynis are great. Love their style. I love Tim Burton, Bruce Timm's artwork. It's kind of weird seeing his more adult stuff. Because he was such a huge part of my, I want to say childhood, because I wasn't a baby when I was watching Batman, but I was young enough that to be influenced by it. Oh, Burton's crazy with his art stuff. But yeah, seeing his stuff, it's kind of nuts. His adult stuff, and it's expensive. But it's one of those styles, like our homie over here, Vernier, was talking about, that is so distinctively his. Both of those, Bruce Timm and Tim Burton. But it's a product of their time. It's a very stylized version of the Alex Toth look. That's why it's so familiar, but uniquely his own. Toth is another artist that I would love to try to study and learn from. Him and Wally Wood. And Wally Wood. Wally shouldn't. Yeah, Scotty Young. Shane is more adult. Scotty Young stuff, yeah. Alright, so that's good. That's black. That's black. Getting ready for my inks. I think. Yes, go get your study on. It's more important than watching me draw over here. But Vernier, I appreciate your time. Appreciate you hanging out. Thank you so much. God bless you. Love you. Mean it. And I will see you on the next one. You got my dog bark. And 2 hours in, I think that's going to be it for me today anyway. Party peoples, thank you so much for hanging out. I will not be on tomorrow. A very special someone is celebrating another rotation around the sun. So I'll be doing that, but I will be back Friday. But I'm just glad I was able to knock out as much out of this painting or drawing as I wanted to. I have what have I done? I sprayed my Hulk. It's ready for painting, to get gessoed and painted. The one that I did yesterday is ready. We are ready. And we'll just figure out which one we're going to paint. I think this is going to be as much as I'm going to pencil on this. It's getting a little dusty. And I'm going to go to town with the inks. I don't think I'm going to scan this one in. I think I'm just going to play with it just the way it is. So, if anything, all I got to do is hand. I think that's the last thing I'm going to do. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. We'll see if we can finish this thing and ink it up on Friday. Have a fantastic rest of your day, everybody. I gotta say, this is Arch of the Round Table. I'm gonna let the music play me out. My name is Mello. God bless you, love you, mean it, and until next time, I will draw you later. Bye bye. See you Friday.